What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Nerds Lair. I'm your host, Juancho, joined by the legendary Geek Takeover.
Yes, it is I filling in once again. This time Jay is not here, and I expect this video to get 100 views because the one time I wasn't here, the video gets pops off. So, no pressure for everybody watching this.
The weird switcheroo, the
Th
paradox.
this could decide if I go from full time to part time. That's all I'm saying. No pressure.
Dude, it was a weird thing too. Like for a while, it's like I understand you guys can make it, but it's just one day it was you'd be gone, or 1 week you'd be gone, then he'd be gone. I was like, this is weird. But yeah, like Geek said, no Jay this week. He will be back next week. As a matter of fact, we might have more than just Jay money. So for a little something, a little special something. You guys can probably figure out by the end, but yeah, it's been quite a week. Originally, I was telling Geek this. Originally, I was thinking of like taking the week off because we have a little something called Comic Con, but that doesn't mean we didn't get some rumors. We can still touch on.
Oh, I don't think it's more rumors. It's more the fact that Kevin Feige decided he was going to have interviews and decided to just feed
Yeah,
so
I'm saying
much.
like the feed the rumors.
Like
Correction.
it's
Yeah,
the amount of stuff that he said in like 24 hours is insane.
yeah. But still, there's still lots to come. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Hmm.
And we'll try and get all this news out to you guys as best
Yeah,
as we can.
as we always have. So start with something a little unrelated. You got it. I think you told me you haven't seen it, but Twisters has a official. It's reached almost 135
Hmm.
on a budget of like 200 million. Like,
Something like that. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but I do know that it has overperformed at the box office.
mhm.
Uh, which before, because I know you've seen it, so I'm not going to take up too much airtime on this. But I think between that, Bad Boys, and Inside Out, and with the box office projection for Deadpool and Wolverine being, I think, like 300,
Yeah,
700,
350
something
I
like,
saw.
yeah, like it's I think 350 for the domestic weekend. Yeah, where it's gonna do very well. So
Yeah.
that's all I have to say
Yeah.
because I haven't seen it yet.
And you said you've seen the first one, right? Like you have a
Yeah, it's
history
been
of
a
seeing it.
long time since I've seen it. I know it's on Max, so I'll probably watch it again eventually. But yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'll say it was a fun movie. You know, I know you didn't ask. No, but it was fun and good on them. Like I think it was WB distributed it, or
Yeah, it must be because it's on Max, so it must be
yeah,
Legendary or
them
Warner
or
Brothers.
yeah, whoever. But yeah, good on them. Glenn Powell, Daisy, and what the other dude's name? He was in Transformers.
Oh, I don't know why I want to say Aaron Paul. I don't think that's right
It's,
because he's also playing the Hood in Ironheart, or supposed to be playing the Hood in Ironheart.
Anthony Ramos.
Yeah, where did I get Aaron Paul from? And I
Paul
don't. I think
Breaking
that's.
Bad.
Oh God, yeah. I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
Um, but yeah, no, that's good on them. Tornadoes. Some fun summer blockbuster.
Well,
Uh,
some blockbuster for a week.
yeah, for a week. I can't say it's. Well, before we get to that, you know, start with the stuff like you said. Feige just kind of let out there.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start off. I'll lead us off with this first one. So a lot of rumors that we were gonna get a Nova project eventually. They've always talked about Nova's coming. He's coming. Where is he? And obviously, I'm going to talk about the Nova Corps. I'm talking about Richard Rider or Sam Alexander. Kevin Feige said that that Nova project is officially confirmed. It's going to be a series revolving around Richard Rider, but the only caveat is you're probably not going to see it on Disney Plus for another 3 to 4 years. Now, with that being said, uh, I'm kind of excited because I don't know much about Nova, but I know he's kind of a cool character. I think he looks cool. Um, Maybe Ryan Gosling's playing Richard Rider. Uh, but I'm excited. I think I could get down to seeing how this would look. I'd be excited for this.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's a cool character. I only know about him much because of the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon.
Same, but and
Yeah,
that's Sam Alexander.
yeah, Sam Alexander. I remember there's this comic shot. This always sticks to me. It's Spider-Man just punching him, just like he's like take that innocent kid and just like socks him. But it's cool, like more of Marvel's cosmic side. I feel
Yeah,
like that's, other than Fantastic Four, that'd be cool to explore. And I
yeah,
like this thing. There was a theory I saw once in a while, like that he's kind of gonna be like more of a how do you call it, like a vengeful kind of person because
kind
he lost his home to
yeah,
Thanos. Yeah, so I can see that tying in.
yeah. And from what I know, I know he's a pretty badass kind of character. So
Yeah,
I think it could be really cool. I couldn't imagine what kind of budget it would have for a show though, being a cosmic show.
mm, yeah,
That'd be crazy.
and they could do both. They can like introduce Richard and then
Oh,
introduce Sam.
I'm sure that's the plan. I'm
Yeah,
sure, especially with all these Young Avengers stuff coming up. I'm confident that with Sam or with Richard coming, there'll be Sam.
do you think? I wanna ask. Do you think they would do both simultaneously, or do you think they'll just focus on one? Maybe introduce Sam, but just have
Um,
him become much later. Or
I could see them doing both. Uh, I could because I could see Sam being on Earth with the Earth heroes, and then Richard being in space with the space heroes. I could easily see that. Um, but I guess that is something that you know. I don't know. That's just the first thing that pops in my head.
yeah. And you think also they could, assuming whenever they come back, he joined the Guardians because I think he's part of the
Yeah,
team in the comics. Yeah,
yeah. I think he leads the Guardians. When I could see that
yeah,
because I love Rocket, but I don't necessarily see him as a long term kind of leader.
yeah.
So I could see that.
Yeah, bro has enough emotional damage.
Oh God.
That was mean.
Uh,
I guess the other topic we can move
yeah.
on.
Do you want to go lead off whatever one of the other topics?
Yeah. So you're telling me within a year, Feige said that we're gonna find out who bought Avengers Tower, and it hasn't changed since Homecoming. So what what do you make of this, geek? Do you think it's gonna be someone epic, or is this gonna be some nobody? Like,
See, here's my thing about this: is if it hasn't changed since Homecoming, and I think that was Homecoming was before they bought Fox. So I think that rules out the Fantastic Four and Doom.
yeah,
I think that kind of guarantees it's probably Kingpin. I would imagine because the Homecoming came out 2017
correct.
and Daredevil the last season was 20 was it 2016?
I think it was 2018.
2018. Okay,
Yeah,
so I'm sure they probably knew that they were gonna stop it and get the rights back. So I think that it has always been Kingpin, and when he says we'll know within a year, he's referring to Born Again. That's going to be my prediction because that's the only thing that would make sense.
I could see that. Um, or they do you think they do something like I don't know, Wonder Man to tie it in?
Uh, Not necessarily, only because I don't know a lot about Wonder Man, but I don't think he would do that. I just think logistically it makes the most sense for Kingpin probably.
Yeah.
Um, just based off all the timeline stuff. He's the only character I can think of. Wonder Man, especially in New York because I think that show's set in California. So
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. That's and like it's the thing you touched on like last week with Eternals and the Celestials thing. It's not really that important. You know, sure we
mhm.
want to know, but I mean I doubt any of us go to sleep thinking about it. Like who bought the tower? You
I mean, I can think
unless
of
you
some social media people that I follow that I know do,
I know. Hey, it's never bad to theorize. Just don't do it too much.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, I guess that covers that. You wanna start us with the other one?
Yeah, so this is kind of a two quote thing. Both revolve Blade and both are positive, believe it or not. Kevin Feige, one, he seemingly confirms that Blade will be rated R. His quote is, "I think like Deadpool, that's inherent with the character of Blade." So before I go to the next quote about Blade, uh, I'll get the thoughts on that. I feel like by him saying that, any character that you would um, just think rated R probably will be rated R, like Punisher,
Yeah.
Blade, maybe Ghost Rider. I don't know if I would say Ghost Rider. Maybe even Moon Knight now. If he gets if he gets a movie, I mean, I guess he could do a TVMA,
Yeah.
but I think Deadpool is going to be that catalyst that starts letting those characters be more like those characters. So,
I'm down for it. It makes sense. Yeah.
and then the second quote he has is he gives an update on Blade. He says, quote, "I think for the last few years we've been trying to crack that movie. The most important thing for us is not rushing it and making sure we are making the right Blade movie." Um, I feel like that's one a very basic and generic answer, but also at the same time, I think that it's true because I think I think we've talked about it before. A lot of stuff like the strikes and just scheduling conflicts has a lot to do with them not finding the right people.
Mhm.
But also when they were cracking down on movies and stuff like that, and anything that wasn't necessarily important or didn't make sense for some of the stories, or when people were saying, "Hey, Marvel, slow down. This is slowing down." It's like
Yeah.
say you want, um, you can't say you want ice cream, and then when you have ice cream, you're like, "I don't want it right now." You
Yeah.
know, and
Uh,
I think that's a lot of thing that a lot of people don't remember is it's like you guys kind of asked for this stuff.
yeah.
So I still feel confident. I think this Saturday we'll get a new slate, and I'm sure we'll see that probably listed for 2026 now. It's definitely not coming out next year. I don't think so.
Yeah. It'd be kind of a little too ambitious if
No, I
they.
think
Yeah.
Fantastic Four is going to take its November date because
Really?
I don't see Fantastic Four being ready. They're just going to supposedly
Oh
they're
yeah,
going to
that's
just
true.
start filming next week,
Yeah.
and it's supposed to film, do post production and visual effects, and be ready by next
Yeah.
July, and it's supposed to compete with Superman. No, I would love that, but no, I think it's smart to have Thunderbolts be their summer movie. Let that compete with Superman because let's be honest, you could afford that to take a hit compared to Fantastic Four because you want to get the Fantastic Four right, and nothing's coming out in November. Well, I don't know what's coming out in November, but Superman ain't coming out. You can compete without Superman. So
Well,
that's my
also
prediction.
you said Superman can take a hit. I
Ooh,
don't know
ooh.
about taking a hit.
No, Thunderbolts.
Oh, Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt.
Okay, okay. I thought you meant Superman.
Compared to going up against Superman, it'll take a hit for sure.
Yeah.
And I think they would rather Thunderbolts take the hit than Fantastic Four.
Yeah. No, that's true. Yeah. And also, it's good for it. Like people wouldn't feel a little. Because when was it? When's it slated for now? Thunderbolts like March, right?
No, because so Cap is the first movie in February.
February. Yeah.
I think Thunderbolts is in May.
May. Okay.
Fantastic Four would be July, and then Blade would be November. I think.
Yeah. So even without Blade, that it feel a little too like what's the word, like a little too close to each other.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm with you. I'm cautiously optimistic of Blade. Um.
Yeah, and like I've said before, Mahershala wanted to be Blade. He's had quotes saying that like that he wants that to be his Black Panther. I kind of
Yeah.
respect where he's coming from.
Yeah.
If he wants out of this movie, he would have been out.
Yeah.
The fact that he hasn't left yet, I think that kind of tells you what you need to know.
Yeah.
And shit, if they're looking for a director, Ryan Coogler just finished his vampire movie. And and I hate that I'm just now saying this because it reminded me of another topic that that we forgot to bring up, which I think you'll pick up what I'm saying. But he just got done. You stay safe, stay with what you know, hire somebody that you worked with before.
Mm-hmm.
Which, speaking of which, big rumor:
Oh,
the Russo brothers.
yeah. Are they coming back?
Supposedly, hopefully, maybe, who knows?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, this was
For
the rumor. That's what I was referring to.
yeah, it went from Sean Levy to the Russo
Yeah,
brothers
yeah.
for Avengers 5 and
Also,
6.
did you see how he addressed that in the interviews?
Kevin Feige or Sean Levy,
Sean Levy, he's like, "You're directing Avengers 5." He's like, "Yeah, the
and
internet
like a
says
hundred
what?"
other things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love how Kevin Feige, when he was asked about it, he's like, yeah, who was it 2 weeks ago? Sean Levy. Who is it now? The Russos. Who's going to be next week? I don't know. So, um,
You want to start
fuck
this
yeah.
off because you have, yeah,
Yeah, fuck yeah. I mean, yes, what I think other directors do good and what I like to see other visions, yes. But after everything that's happened with Kang and the strikes, and it's a lot harder to get people to sign on to Marvel movies, I think you can't bet against the bad horse. You can't bet against what's a good you can't bet against Tom Brady. There you go. If you can get Tom Brady and you know he has a good success rate, Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame, get him. And if you can get the writers like they're Rob Gronkowski, get them too. They all have a good track record. Plus, they've also worked with big casts before, so it's not like this would be out of the ordinary for them. Versus like if Daniel Destin Craig was still doing Avengers 5, who did Shang-Chi. I don't know his filmography, but I don't consider Shang-Chi a ensemble, so it may be a little bit harder for him.
yeah. I mean,
So
Shang-Chi still
I'm
had a very packed cast and a good one too.
true. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was just the only example I could think of.
yeah, no, that's true. I'm with you. And what do you always say about Endgame? One of the best
Oh, it's
films.
one of the best theatrical experiences ever.
If anyone can redo that experience, it's them. Like,
Oh yeah, plus they've publicly said they want to do sequel wars. That'd be the only way they would come back to Marvel.
and it's not like they wouldn't be working with people they don't know. Like, Anthony Mackie did. That's who they, started out with essentially.
Yeah,
Yeah, Tom Holland and all these, Sebastian. The list goes on.
yeah.
Yeah, the fact that this, well, obviously we're gonna wait and see this week because Comic Con. But if this is true, I'm I'm there already. There's no argument. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
think anyone's against this.
yeah, like I said, it would be nice to get somebody new, but you can't go against what you know.
Yeah.
Um, and you know what? That's another perfect segue to this other topic. Speaking of directors, Kevin Feige had confirmed uh, that Spider-Man 4 is going to look for new directors.
Oh yeah.
Uh, I don't know who they would get. I know we've talked about Justin Lin. I think that was a hot rumor a few months ago, right?
Yeah, the Fast and Furious guy.
Yeah. So,
And we talked about with what's it called freaking the duo Bad Boys.
yeah.
Yeah, that
Oh
was
my
the
god.
one after. Yeah.
Oh my god. After actually watching Bad Boys, I would love that. Like, I don't know what else there is to really say on that because I still feel like Spider-Man 4 is not anywhere remotely close, but it's being worked on.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and do you think there's a chance? Because I know this will be brought up. This will be brought up. I haven't seen anyone bring it up. Do you think there's a chance they may talk to John Watts again, or do you think he's kind of I don't know if done, but he's kind of like wanting to take a break because
Uh,
they can always change their mind, but
I feel like it's more likely that he's wanting to take a break because I also know he was attached to Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah,
and
for
then
a while.
he left that to go do Final Destination. So maybe he just doesn't want to do superhero movies.
Yeah.
Maybe he got his fill. Um, but I don't know. I mean, he's did great movies. So
Yeah.
I mean, if they want to get back with him, sure, by all means.
And
But the
then
question is, does
honestly,
he?
yeah. And who in the past of comic book, movies, can you say a director's done three consistently good superhero movies?
The Russo brothers.
That was two.
Well, they did three.
Oh,
wait,
four actually.
yeah.
No,
So I
I
mean,
meant like a trilogy, like
okay.
yeah,
I
like
got you.
talking about Spider-Man and Dark Knight, because
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah, and he the what's it called? But yeah, Russos were. If this is confirmed, we're down. Even dude, even if they're involved, I'd still be down because you mentioned something about the writers, right? Like
Yeah,
yeah,
they had the same writers for I think all of their movie projects. So obviously it's like you can't have the left hand without the right hand.
yeah,
I give credits to both, and I think if they can get the Russo brothers and the same writers, oh, we're in for a great movie.
yeah. And there's also gonna be that argument. It's like, well, do I have to watch the other? Yes, I think that's like not even an argument anymore. That's yes, you should watch the other stuff. But I feel like even with like Infinity War to an extent, they did it where like you didn't have to be caught up. At least with everything, you just had to be caught up with the recent stuff.
Yeah, and I know that they're trying to steer where you don't have to feel like you're doing so much homework, where like the television's its own thing, animation's its own thing, and then the movies are its own thing.
Yeah,
So it's like you can if you want, but I think they're going to try and set it up to where like if you watch Moon Knight, you don't need to watch everything else before it. You can just watch Moon Knight.
yeah,
I think that's the goal they want to go for.
yeah. That's a good one too. See,
No,
oh, sorry, you were gonna say something.
I was gonna say now I know there's at least two more topics, both from Kevin Feige. I don't know if there's anything else that you wanted to.
Um, well, oh, yeah, I did send you this right before we started, or not right before, but Teno Cuarto was at the Deadpool and Wolverine premiere, another mutant, and he's like, he got asked, "Where's the Namor movie?" He's like, "I'm asking the same question." Geek Takeover. What are the chances we'll see a Namor movie
I
anytime soon,
don't. I don't
or a
think very high.
project
I don't think
show?
it's very high because I don't know how the rights are still with Universal, so I don't know if you'd see a movie. I think it's more likely that you could see him in a Black Panther 3
Yeah,
or like something else like that, kind of like the Hulk. Because
yeah,
I think the rights are the same. I know
yeah, yeah.
Namor is Universal, and I feel like the film rights are probably the same as the Hulk.
I did hear though they're gonna lose the rights soon, but I do want to ask, like, would you watch that movie? Like, would you be excited more so
Yeah, I'd
for
watch it.
yeah,
Yeah, I liked the performance in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. I
yeah,
think it could be a fun experience to watch. Um, and I feel like yeah, I think it'd be a good movie.
cool mythology too. All that Pelican and Aztec stuff.
Explore the world.
Yeah, hmm I'll be in it too. I'll be his young variant. Well, no, but going off that, you mentioned something about Eternals too.
Yeah, so this was today. Let me see if I can find his quote. Kevin Feige had said that Eternals 2 is basically not on the docket anytime soon. Hold on, let me see. Um, so yeah, basically he said there's no immediate plans for Eternals 2, which is it's a little heartbreaking because I think I'm probably in the minority that really enjoys the movie, and I think it's visually stunning, and this goes back to when I was talking about Blade with people wanting stuff to slow down and then complain about it. It's like you also people want something different. They don't want this. They beg for something different, And when we got it, what sure it may not have been the best movie, but it was so unique and different than other Marvel movies. And where was the people that were asking for something different?
Yeah.
I think it's stupid. Apparently, I think one person I follow says we'll still see the Eternals in other projects.
Yeah, that I have no doubt.
So at
Yeah.
least good there. But like, it sucks because I also think Chloe Zhao did a good job directing it. So
Yeah.
she's also another great director. So, like I said, just a beautiful film. So
Yeah. So yeah, you don't think it's anytime soon, unfortunately.
honestly, I don't even know if they would get a sequel.
Yeah.
It hurts to say it, but it's like it financially it didn't do the best. It
Yeah.
wasn't well received by fans.
Nor critics,
Maybe
for that matter. Yeah.
maybe when they show up in other projects, maybe they'll get more favored, and then it could spark a sequel. But no, not anytime soon. Especially with what may be coming next after the multiverse saga.
Yeah.
But before we even get into that, what are your thoughts about Eternals too?
Well, like you actually, I liked the movie. I did. I didn't think it was garbage. It wasn't perfect, I had some couple of issues here and there, but it's heartbreaking because the characters are cool. You know, uh, Dina and Druig and Dinglo, Kinglo. I forget his name. What was his name again? The
You mean Kingo?
Kingo. Kingo. Sorry, I'm not even trying with his name. Where's Jay when you need him? Fuck. Uh, but they're all great characters, and I think I agree with what you said. Maybe if they get enough attention and people like it more, we can see something. Maybe. Do you think a TV series would be far off or far from the question, or do you think?
Um, I think it'd be cool to watch a TV like a Kingo TV series. I think would be well received. I think a Makari and Druig series would be well received. Uh, Athena one maybe only because it's Angelina Jolie,
Yeah,
but that's probably about it. Like I love the rest of the cast, but I think those are the four Eternals that could I think get well received by fans because they're I think well liked by the fans enough.
yeah. And like, think about it. That movie's practically pretty much about Cersei. Yeah, she's the front and center.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if they show up in Cat 4 or Thunderbolts? One of them. Or do you think that'd be a little too far fetched?
Mm, I don't know. Only because Tiamat's there, I don't know. Like I want to say yes, but like I don't know how they would fit.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say no. Probably
Also,
not.
given the end of the movie, I mean, they still got to follow up on that end. People are more like concerned about the Celestials. Trying to like, well, what happened to the other guys? They got taken where?
I
We
don't know.
haven't heard anything.
Honestly, I could easily see Marvel just like not following up on that, which sucks because uh, the Celestials look fucking amazing, and I
Oh yeah,
really hope that Galactus looks just like that.
I don't know. Not
Well,
following
maybe
that. I
not
think
just like that, but like among like that style.
in the Avengers movies, they'll probably like you know most likely acknowledge that stuff. Be like, oh, by the way, they're here now. We'll just see. Hopefully, because Eternals, Eternal sweep. Is that right, Steven?
Yeah.
Do you also think it got a little overshadowed by Spider-Man in Shang-Chi a bit? Or mainly Spider-Man, because...
Uh, Maybe. Plus, I don't think it helps that it was kind of out in the middle of the pandemic, which I don't think like, yeah, Shang-Chi did pretty good, but like nothing really boomed until No Way Home.
Yeah,
So I don't think that helped either.
yeah. Hey, it was the biggest Disney Plus movie of the following year, so...
Yeah,
Yeah, so...
everything surprisingly, everything that doesn't do well critically in the box office does good on streaming for Disney Plus.
Yeah, that is true.
So you want to cue us up for this last one?
Oh yeah. You said that fight was it today or yesterday? That fight you said.
Uh, According to the tweet, it was about 3 days ago, so over the weekend.
So just to paraphrase, Feige essentially said that like Deadpool and Wolverine pretty much kick off the mutant saga. What, what do you make of this? With a
Um, I think I think it'd be really funny, or not maybe not funny, but like in a way, if like the way that Deadpool and I'm going to assume Hugh Jackman comes into the MCU Earth, that when they come through there, the mutant gene activates because of them. So I could see maybe like that being one reason why he says that. But also, obviously, the most obvious reason why I say that is because this is technically the first mutant project. So it makes sense that, yeah, they're kicking it off. Um, but it's interesting to see that
yeah,
that he's already talking about it because obviously after I think we get past phase 6, we're gonna phase 7, probably phase 7 through 10 will be the mutant saga. I would imagine. Oh yeah, it'd have to be ended with phase X for X-Men.
ooh,
You can't write
clever.
that any better.
And he did say, well, he said Infinity War was a 9 in
Yeah, I
terms of
think
impact. Then
yeah, in
I forgot
terms of
what he said it for
impact,
Endgame.
I think Infinity War was a 9.
Yeah,
Endgame was no, sorry, no. Infinity War was an 8. Endgame was a 9. Deadpool would be a 7, I think he said, or
yeah,
something along those lines.
7 or 8. Yeah, but so yeah, it makes sense. And we've seen them pop up. I guess you can say Miss Marvel was the first mutant, quote unquote,
Hmm.
project, but yeah, we've had how many? Like prior to this movie, we had like
2. I think
two
2 for sure.
in universe.
Namor and Miss Marvel, I think are
Yeah,
the only 2.
yeah, and then obviously you got Charles and Beast, but
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
it makes sense. Bring on the mutants and give us more renditions of that theme. We won't be
Yeah.
opposed to that.
Yeah, I'm sure whenever we get to that, it'll be a mix of old and new. Like
Yeah,
something that we've seen already, but something that we haven't.
yeah. Hey, you've been having some not good but great theories how they can handle Magneto, and I'm with you there. We can go on a whole episode of what that would work, but say that for
We
another
may,
day.
yeah, we may have to say that for after Comic Con because you never know what happens.
Oh yeah, no. We can unfortunately, take Giancarlo Esposito out of the equation of playing Magneto.
Yeah,
That was like a popular theory.
yeah, it was either him or Charles,
Yeah,
and then he's like, if I want to play Charles, I don't want to be in a wheelchair. And then they were like, you know what? We already hired you. Let's give you a different character, John. Let's Charles has to be in a wheelchair. Let's get you someone who's not in a wheelchair. That's exactly what they said.
yeah. Speaking of mutants, I want to ask you, and Jay's not here, but on a scale of 1 to 10, just to be honest, how are you look excited for Deadpool Wolverine
Uh,
as of right now? Because the review started going in too this
I
morning.
I'm gonna only say a 9.5, only because the fact that we are so close to it coming out, and they have released 2 trailers/TV spots that spoil characters in the movie, which are obvious characters,
Yeah,
but it's like I don't want to see it. And luckily, I haven't watched the video. I've just seen the screenshots, so I don't know the context. But it sucks because I would have popped in the theater, at least for one of them. And it doesn't help that they were also at the red carpet. So you know, the fact that they were there and they post about it on social media, I'm like, okay, I guess it's not meant to be like a surprise. Um, Still, just sucks, but whatever. I'm not marketing. So I'm gonna go 9.5 only because of that.
I'll go with an 8. Just a good 8. I mean, it's been what 6 years since the last Deadpool, so
Something like that.
Yeah, we've enjoyed the Deadpool movies here. So
Yeah.
fun character. Ryan Reynolds, is Deadpool, and it's Deadpool. Like I've told this to a lot of people. It's Deadpool and Wolverine. Like you can't get just a little excited, just a tiny bit. Plus the suit. I mean, we all
Mm.
like that suit,
Yeah,
the
the
yellow
suits
suit.
look fantastic.
You know, the trailers, the hype. It's even if it's not perfect, it's still gonna be a fun movie. You can't.
Oh, I think it's going to be a great movie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And how do you say Steven once? We're so back. It's like we never even left.
Oh yeah, we
And
never
you
left.
stand by that.
Oh yeah, I will forever stand by that.
Yeah. Um, I guess that wraps it up on that end.
Yeah.
Uh, oh yeah. Oh, Spider-Man Noir. John Lee joins as a potential love interest for Noir. Are you familiar with her?
No, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know how I feel about Spider-Man Noir. It'll be something I'll watch, but
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know. Not really too familiar with her work.
yeah. But you are excited for Batman Cape Crusader,
I honestly haven't even watched the trailer for that either.
right? Just if you heard about the premises, which one would you be more excited for?
Probably Batman because
Yeah,
it's Batman, and they could actually call Batman Batman, and
yeah,
it's
Bruce
Bruce
Wayne.
Wayne. So yeah, I probably I would end up watching both, but
Watch
yeah,
it, Azazel.
no, it's gonna be. Have you? I don't want to get off topic too much, but have you seen the Nightwing comic where Bruce becomes Nightwing? I don't know the context of it, but it's so weird seeing him in that costume.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh, it's a
Yeah,
thing.
comics are fun.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, I guess that wraps it up with everything now. Huh? Pretty sure.
Yeah, we ran through all the Feige's comments,
Yeah, the
all the
Russos.
important ones.
Yeah, obviously a lot of these, or the Russo one to be exact. You know, we'll
Hmm.
see Saturday. We're most likely doing a live for, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, and I guess it's time for trivia. So Jay was gonna do one, but I guess I'll do mine. So geek,
Hit me with your best shot.
one of your favorite Spider Mans, Yuri Lowenthal. Can you name three projects he was Spider Man that are not in the games, Insomniac games?
Across the Spider Verse, Midnight Suns, and Marvel Rivals.
How about two more? You get bonus
Mm,
points. I feel like this was too easy.
um, uh, I don't. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that's not the Insomniac games.
I'll give you a hint. One's a mobile game, and the other one you don't want to play because you can't really play it because you don't have that console.
Future Fight?
Huh? No,
Marvel Future Fight?
Future. It's a
Future
Revolution.
Flight? Oh, oh.
Yeah.
Uh, what? Because I don't have it, so it's probably an Xbox.
No, Switch. I
Oh,
already gave it away.
oh, Ultimate Alliance.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. I honestly forgot about that game.
He also voiced him in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 mobile game, and before that, in the Superhero Squad online game. So
Jeez.
yeah. Why?
Bro's got
Why
that
did?
spider cash.
Yeah. He's. Damn, I underestimated you. I wonder if Jay would have gotten them.
I think so.
You
Only
say
because it's
that
like
very nervously.
no, only because it's like he in any video game format, he is now the voice. So it's like
Yeah,
any game that's not in Sonic Spider-Man, I think if you can think of it, he does the voice. So I feel like that makes it very easy.
I didn't think about that. Probably should maybe Josh Keaton next week.
That would be a good one because
Yeah,
I don't even know.
like other than ultimate spectacular.
That would be a good one.
Yeah, you know he actually his dialogue is still in Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
Yeah, they just dubbed it over with Drake, I think, or something, right?
No, that's what I'm saying. They Drake Bell voiced him, but they accidentally like removed one of his lines, or didn't
Mm.
remove one of his lines. So
Yeah, I think I know something about that because I know he didn't know about it until he watched it.
yeah, poor guy. Hey, we love Keaton and Lowenthal. Both great.
Yeah,
Yeah. Don't forget Christopher. Yeah, he's good too.
yeah, they're all
Yeah.
good. They're
Maybe
all
we'll see
Spider
him
Man.
in season 2 of '97.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. See you on Saturday. But yeah,
Yes,
that
we will. Oh, I'm so
we'll
excited.
just we'll see more than that. We'll see a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, Joker trailer. Maybe
Yeah,
that'll get you more excited.
that did nothing for me.
What the new trailer, man? Maybe
I
that'll get
know.
you excited. Nah, kidding.
No,
Even if it looks fake, you're like, no, guys, just no.
it's a movie.
Even if we kidnap Steven, he'll still like refuse to watch. He'll just close his eyes
No, I
and
mean
nah,
I'll
I want
watch it. I'll go watch
to
it.
eyes.
It just doesn't look.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't. It's not going to capture the same lightning in a bottle.
Yeah. Were you feeling this way with the first one before it came out?
No, no. I thought the first one was great, and
No,
then
no,
I
I'm
tried to
saying like in
rewatch.
terms of excitement, like
Oh, I was excited for the first one,
yeah, you just
but it's like you can't do it again. It didn't
yeah,
need the sequel.
yeah. You feel like part of you is trying to get excited, but you just can't, or
No,
you
I
just
just
like
not. I'm
don't
just not
care
excited.
in general.
Yeah.
That's fair. We all have opinions, like in Secret Invasion, but guess that wraps it up though. Yeah, well, great show. Covered all the Marvel goodness, and see you guys Saturday. This has been Steven, the Geek Takeover. Where can people follow you, man?
You guys can follow me on Instagram at legendary underscore Freeman 98 bitches.
Yeah, on the dot.
On the dot.
Yeah, no shipping.
I mean, I'll take your money for shipping, but
Yeah. We're just taking money today, damn. Barrio Honcho, Instagram, underscore, wherever. Yeah, X, Twitter, Threads, I don't know. Whatever you use. You can also see me at the Batman and Robin audio special, part 2. But watch both parts, yeah. Because I said so. And follow Culture Shock everywhere and subscribe. And yeah, see you guys next time.
yes, sir. Have a good night.
Yep.